All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Back with another current news live stream. Excuse me. Sorry for the air conditioning in the background, but I do appreciate everybody for tapping in. People that love the content, hate the content, or still undecided on the content. If you don't know, we talk about everything: sports, uh, music, entertainment, news, album reviews. I mean, I got playlists for everything, man. That pretty sure somebody's going to take a liking to. So today we will be talking about Drew Brees. I do a live stream format on Drew Brees. Also, Tony Dungy being sent out there by the NFL to cap for Drew Brees. Kanye West helps out George Floyd family. I'll explain that. I'll explain Laura Ingraham from Fox and her inconsistency on this Drew Brees LeBron thing, and Jay-Z part move that I don't think get enough praise. But yeah, don't forget you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those links in the description. If you need to reach out to me, just want to chop it up, have a convo, business inquiry, sponsorship, video request, whatever the situation may be. Uh, Twitter is the fastest way. Facebook, then Instagram, then Facebook. All those links in the description. Want to make a donation? Cash App, PayPal in the description, obviously. Um, the super chat is available at all times as well too on premieres and live streams. But now we done with all of that. All right. Um, yeah, start off with Drew Brees, man. It didn't surprise me, man. When I go out here and say this shit, man, I'm telling you, man. I want to play this clip. I may wait till later to play it. But we have no allies. All right. The people that you think cool, the Browns, the Whites. I mean, shit. We may not even be allies to a lot of each other. But the others don't really care about us. Okay. Everybody was saying, Tom Brady, don't like black people, this, that, and the third. He had a Make America Great hat on him and Robert Kraft, openly supported Donald Trump, more openly with Robert Kraft and Tom Brady. But one thing we do know for sure, we knew where Brady and Robert Kraft stood at. All right. We knew where they stood at. A lot of people thought Drew Brees was for the cause. Now, with any NFL player, I don't respect their opinion that didn't stand up for Kaepernick. I've openly blasted Lamar Jackson. I've openly blasted Cam Newton. I've openly blasted Russell Wilson. I've openly blasted the whole NFL. So at this point, your opinion pretty much holds no weight with me. If you was an active player, what was it, 2 years ago, when Jerry Jones and a lot of these other owners, it was said about when Kaepernick still was when Kaepernick was an active player. Make sure I hit the like button and share the video. That I'm gonna tell you this. Well, I really don't. It's certain dudes I really don't respect. Okay, I can get to Deshaun Watson saying that he don't discuss his political views at the workplace, and I get it. I'm not gonna stand up for Kaepernick. Pretty much that's what he said on E60. I'm paraphrasing, but they had to. All right, Kaepernick started kneeling, right, and I'm kind of gonna get to the gritty of things. Kaepernick started kneeling, right. The NFL called this meeting where Malcolm Jenkins, who played for the Saints, used to play for the Eagles. He middlemanned it. So what they wanted to do was pay off everybody that was protesting. So they was willing to pay Kaepernick, Ed Reed, and a few other dudes in the NFL Players Coalition a certain amount of money to stop kneeling, or some money to go to whatever organization they wanted to stop the kneeling, because the kneeling was starting to become a problem. They started to piss off some black fans who are the Uncle Rugguses. They started to piss off a lot of white fans. So if you notice in the stands in whatever sport you watch, only place I really haven't noticed this was in Atlanta at a Hawks game. The majority of the crowd is white. Okay, so they didn't want to piss off their white friends. So Malcolm Jenkins, middleman the deal, Kaepernick, Ed Reed, and Kenny Stills, whoever else is in this coalition, say, nah, we ain't for sale. We gonna keep doing what we doing. Long story short, that's what kind of got us to this point, because they was trying to pay Cap and them to stop kneeling. Now, fast forward to to the kneeling, they knew they was gonna get Kaepernick out of there. There was no question about it. Kaepernick, took a deal, whatever undisclosed amount of money he got that he settled with the NFL, was because he had to take that deal because the NFL players wasn't gonna back him up. And it's just, and people saying why you don't respect the NFL player's opinion. It's not, and I'm gonna get here. Easy Baby 88, Sean, sorry, Rod, Toby 2K fans, Zulu Mortal. Is that's not even the main reason why I don't respect their opinion. Okay, and I'm gonna get to the main reason. This ain't even the main reason. But he takes, he gets his deal. So then they start kneeling because of Trump. But in that time of him kneeling in between Trump and locking arms and Kaepernick in that little gray area, where was all these quarterbacks at? Where was the Flaccos? Where's the Rodgers? Where was the Breezes? Where was the Bradys? Where was the Robert Krafts, the Stephen Ross? Where was these white figureheads? See, for the positions of power are dominated by white people. The execs, the owners, the player, the quarterback position, those are dominated by white people in the field because those positions give off authority, power. So they always want to keep those positions white, even though the top five quarterbacks in the National Football League are black right now. Mahomes don't consider himself black. I'm telling you that right now. You can ask him, tweet him, interview him if you got a mic. He don't consider himself black, but he have. Russell Wilson, I would go too. Then I'll probably say Deshaun Watson. He black. He don't stand for nothing either. He just started riding in Houston for what? It's easy. It's easy to start standing up when shit get bad and everybody else see it's a problem. It's easy to raise your hand, when the problem is 1+1. Everybody can raise their hand. Everybody knows two. Then I will go Lamar, and then the fifth position it could be open. I would say, you could say Dak. There's a lot of other different guys out there, right? I'm probably just getting off a list. You can put it with somebody white. We say the top four are black. But they don't want to accept that reality at this point. So they're gonna go in here and tell you how Rodgers is so great and this, that, and Aaron Rodgers can raise his hand right now too, because everybody hand is raised. It's easy. It's easy to raise your hand when everybody got their hand up and everybody got a solution to the problem. But Brees did what's in Brees' nature to do. And everybody want to say, "Oh, let's cancel Brees," or this, that, and the third. He the same motherfucker when he played in Purdue. He played in Texas in high school. When he played with the Chargers. He's the same guy. And that just lets you know to open your eyes as a black man that you could be working next to a guy, shit next to a guy, showering next to a guy, lending him a couple dollars, lending him a bar of soap, lending him some deodorant, or giving him some deodorant. I mean, you could do all these things, and you can go shoot pool, y'all can smoke weed, y'all can shoot dice, and still a player like that still has bigotry in his heart or bigotry in his mind. Drew Brees wasn't born racist. Donald Trump wasn't born racist. Stephen Ross, Miami Dolphins owner, wasn't born racist. Jerry Jones wasn't born racist. This is something that you learn. This is something that you learn. Now, had a black player said something controversial, they would have forced him to retire. And we know Drew Brees got a deal with NBC to call football games after he retired. Name me one dude in the NFL who been promised a head coaching job after they retire, promised a general manager job after they retire, or promised an announcing job after they retire. Think about that for a minute. Brooklyn 7-8 salute. Name me one, brother. Why Michael Vick ain't got a bigger role? Why Warren Moon ain't calling football games? Why Randall Cunningham ain't calling no games? Why Emmitt Smith ain't got a prominent position? You know what I'm saying? Why the Lions ain't never called Barry Sanders up to build their front office? You know what I'm saying? You got a whole bunch of rich white people that learn to be racist. They always gonna keep their people in position of power. Drew Brees got a job after a job. It's just not the NFL. The NBA is the same way. Don't get me started on Major League Baseball and hockey. The NFL ain't even the most racist league out there. You go to hockey, they're gonna throw M-bombs at you, throw monkeys at you, throw bananas, at you. NFL not even the worst. The problem is the age disparity between what's going on now and how old those people is. And people say, well, ownership is getting younger. Same thing. Jerry Jones' father taught him to be a racist, so you don't think his son don't share those same values? The only answer to change the image of the NFL and to change a lot of these sports is to let black owners own. Oh yeah, soccer heard a lot of stories. Let black owners own. You know what I'm saying? People don't even know they was gonna sell the Buffalo Bills. Donald Trump wanted to buy him. Had Trump bought the Bills, he probably wouldn't even want to be president. Sold it to somebody else. So even Trump couldn't even become the president of the United States. He couldn't even become the owner of the Bills, but he can become the president of the United States. So it's harder. It's harder to become the owner of an NFL team than it is the Bills. The owner, to be president. This to show you how backwards it is. But with Drew Brees, it doesn't surprise. I don't trust none of them. I don't trust none of them, bro. You can eat shit, sleep. Your kids can play together, but when you turn your back, you still another nigga. Taking grub medium salute. You still another nigga. Cam Newton, lose him for example. I'm gonna go in on Drew Brees. Let me warm up. Been a few days. Cam Newton. Let me just tell you this, man. Cam Newton, NBA got one. Michael Jordan. He bought it from Bob Johnson, the sorriest franchise in the league. But Cam Newton didn't stand up for Kaepernick. We remember that famous picture. I'm gonna get that picture in my backdrop pretty soon. When I start doing my videos in my man cave again, I'm cleaning it up and building it up. Cam Newton didn't stand up for Kaepernick. He didn't kneel for Kaepernick. He didn't support Kaepernick. He was the most prominent black quarterback at the time. He still was Cam Newton. And guess what? He still failed. He still fell from grace. He still stumbled. He's still out the league. He played the role. He buck danced. He jigabooed. He did the electric slide for the man. And look where Cam Newton is. Joe Flacco got a job. Chase Daniels got a job. Fitzpatrick still got a job. Taysom Hill got a job. Everybody got a job except for Cam Newton. He did all that jigabooing and buck dancing and being politically correct. And them people ain't never liked Cam Newton. And Cam Newton still find himself out the league. Still finding himself begging for a job, begging for opportunity. Nick Foles got injured in the first game. And he got a job before him, and they gave up a draft pick for Nick Foles in Chicago. You tell me what that Matt LaFleur did to be a head coach in Green Bay. You tell me what Joe Judge did to be a coach for the New York Giants. Absolutely nothing. But just shows to go, you can feel that you can think they can play the role so good, they can fit in so good like a guy like Drew Brees. You have all them many black people in your locker room, a community in New Orleans that used to be black. He was down there for Katrina. Katrina was the beginning of gentrification of our neighborhoods. Don't forget that. When Lil Wayne said he didn't experience no racism, Hurricane Katrina, he had family in that shit. That was all racism. They flooded the city to get the blacks out. That's what it was about. They flooded the whole city because they didn't want blacks dominating the inner city. That was the beginning of gentrification. And it went from New Orleans to DC to Brooklyn to Detroit, all over America. Savage Life salute. That's where gentrification came at. That was one of the most undertone racial things that ever happened in America. They were willing to sacrifice a little bit of white people in New Orleans to turn it from a black city back to a white city. That's what it was about. That was the beginning of gentrification. This is why you have Section 8 popping up in suburbs. And Drew Brees was playing there when that happened. That was one of the biggest racial landmarks in the United States history. But it wasn't considered a racial point. People just thought, oh, it was a mistake. Same thing with 9/11. They had intel that was going to happen for a long time. New Orleans, they knew that was going to happen. They wanted to drive the blacks out. They went to Mobile. They came to Detroit. They went to Houston. New Orleans was getting a little bit too black. And that's just the beginning. They trying to get Detroit back. They Brooklyn. Go look at Brooklyn. I walk around in Brooklyn when I go there. Brooklyn ain't like it used to be, where you had to take your gym shoes off the subway and put your Skechers on and put whatever your weak shoes on so they won't jack you for it. You know, DC, they doing the same thing. I want brothers in there. Drew Brees experienced that thing of racism. And then you have the people that, and this is what I really want to get in. They ain't as black as they gonna want it to be. They still ain't built that city. When they rebuild it, you will see what I'm talking about. But when they get when Drew Brees experienced that, you can't tell me that he knew what's up. Then you got a situation, with him with all these black teammates, and then Joe Horn come on and say he did this for the hood, he did that for the hood, he did this for black people. You can do things for black people and still be racist. Maybe it's just something that's self conscious in you. Donald Trump do shit for black people all the time. You can make the case that Donald Trump did more for blacks than Barack Obama. All Obama did was sell us hope that we can never cash that check. That was a bounce check that he sold us. He did more protecting the police. He did more protecting white people. He did more protection for the LGBTQ plus community. And what did we get? Absolutely none. We was better off just having 40 or 50 some white presidents. Obama didn't do shit for the niggas in the hood but give them false hope. And I'm just keeping it real. Donald Trump has done more. And Donald Trump is doing that so he can continue to have his place in office for another 4 years. He's not doing that from a good place in his heart. Drew Brees could be saying and being cool with black people because he got to keep that image up because he know opportunities to go down the drain. Well, I can vouch for this dude. I can vouch for that dude. That's what Joe Horn said. Can you? If you can vouch for him, then you just as much as blamed for his ignorance on his comments about us disrespecting the flag. Or both of my grandfathers fought in that war. Nigga, all our great grandfathers fought in those wars. We was the main people on the front line infantry. We was the main people that was expected to die first. His granddaddies was probably somewhere behind a tank or on a computer screen or some shit like that. All the niggas was on the front line putting our life on the line. And before that, when England came to bring y'all ass back to England, it was us and I think the Native Americans that helped you get your independence. If it wasn't for us and the Native Americans, they would have drugged them back to America, colonized America their own, and the United States could be the United States of Great Britain. If it wasn't for us fighting y'all wars, our athleticism, our IQ, our strength, our speed, we helped you, and our numbers helped you win that war. So don't tell me about your grandfather that probably never even shot a shot in the war. That's probably telling fake motherfucking stories about the war. Nigga, our people fought them wars. We the reason you won them wars. We the reason you sitting where you sitting at. We built this brick by brick. We colonized this, man. A lot of companies are wealthy because of the strength of slaves. Slavery war. And we still ain't got compensated for our ancestors' work in this country. We built it and now they want to, give us a country then. Don't tell me to go back to Africa because Africa is a continent. Where am I from Africa? Where did you take me from? Where did you buy me from? Where? Don't tell me to go back to Africa. Zimbabwe, Ghana, Egypt. What you can do is you can give us the part of the country that we need to have or give us our own country and we'll go there. We'll take our talents. We'll take our inventions. We'll take our patents. We'll take our basketball. We'll take our football. We'll take our everything. And we'll build a country greater than this country ever been. Without us in this country, y'all don't have nothing. Imagine football with all white people. Imagine not having colleges. They had colleges because that shit started in Egypt. Electricity started in Egypt. Come on, I'm not just talking about sports. Some of the greatest inventions was by us. So for Drew Brees to make that comment, that bothers me more than anything. Like, you that ignorant? Your apology is not accepted. Think before you talk. We all grown. You're not a 19-year-old kid, 15-year-old kid. You're not that. See, Josh Allen, the quarterback from the Bills, when he was saying that, when he said those racist tweets that came out, or the racist tweets that he used to have as a kid, as a teenager, you know what? I can say 15 years old, it was a dumb decision. But you know what? I still consider him racist. But you know what I can say? I can say he probably didn't know no better. But he's still a racist in my book. But Drew Brees being, a 40-year-old man a college educator, man, they just probably should point out why they should teach Black history. It should be a requirement from preschool all the way until your college years. It should be bare minimum part of an associate degree. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't survive in our shoes. If Drew Brees was Black and played the quarterback the same way he did, and when Warren Moon was coming, he wouldn't have got an opportunity. Drew Brees would have been Doug Flutie. Bare minimum. In and out of the NFL. You know? He probably would have been Charlie Ward without the NBA. He wouldn't have got no shot. He would have got drafted in the 6th, 7th round. Would have been, he couldn't switch positions. Drew Brees would be somewhere selling insurance with Jake Fromm from State Farm. And I'm going to talk about Jake Fromm. So your apology not accepted. No, and I put it to you this one, and that's just been what I've been saying of late. If somebody punch your kid in the mouth at the park, and you get there, your kid say, well, this dude or woman punched me in my mouth. I'm bleeding. My teeth knocked out. And he or she said, well, I apologize. I didn't mean nothing by it. I had the wrong kid, or I lost my temper. Are you gonna accept that apology and take your kid to the dentist and take your kid to the doctor to get his mouth cleaned up and everything gonna be good? Are you gonna say, oh, it's cool. It ain't no thing. It ain't no thing. I'm cool. Oh, you all right? Oh, it ain't nothing. We can put new teeth in your mouth. Are you gonna accept that apology? That's how I feel about these dudes that know Vic Fangio, Trina, Drew Brees. That's how I feel. We all can think before we speak. After everything that went on about Kaepernick's protest, no matter how many military men have said that he is not disrespecting the flag. Now, if he whipped this shit out and pissed on the flag, we got a whole different story. He wiped his ass with the flag, we got a whole different story. He setting flags on fire, we got a whole different story. Kneeling during the national anthem was not the worst protest. Now we get violent. Now what we supposed to do? Just take it. Now, if you put 99.9% of white people, that's from Drew Brees' class of living, that's from Jerry Jones' class of living, you put them in their position growing up, they won't grow up to be the way they were. We can't do no black work study where white people grow up white and see how it feels to be black. They will kill themselves. They couldn't survive. They don't understand what they did to us here after slavery. They made sure during slavery that we didn't galvanize as a family. We didn't have a family. Castrated the black man. Sold the black woman. Sold this kid somewhere else. Sold his other kid somewhere. Sold his wife over there. You know what I'm saying? Sold him somewhere else. He done broke up a whole family. That's it. Drew Brees' ancestors ain't had to deal with that shit. Drew Brees ain't had to deal with the shit Lamar Jackson dealt with or Cam Newton dealt with. So I don't accept your apology. And I would like you to retire and move over. And if the New Orleans is down there and they got fans down there, they should boycott, Drew Brees every step of the way. You should force him to retire. And let's make sure he loses his job on ESPN. Because don't forget, this is not an isolated incident with Drew Brees. Do your homework. It's not. Drew Brees, don't forget, he did a drop or a promo for a religious group that's anti-LGBTQ+. He sat there and said, well, I didn't know they was anti-LGBT, whatever, Q+. Idiot, in the Bible, it says no, it says it's against homosexuality. You knew that. In any religious practice that I've seen, I have seen none of them in their book of faith, and I ain't the most, savvy in all the books of faith. I ain't gonna try to sit here and act like I'm a savant when it comes to that. But from my experiences with the Nation of Islam, Christianity, baptism, I went to school in the Catholic church type of school, private school, so I dabbled a little bit, right? Even though they rarely practice what they preach. I haven't seen a religion that's been here since 1988, 89 that says homosexuality or bisexuality is accepted, right? Drew Brees said, well, "I didn't know they was anti." I mean, you're a Christian man. You're anti-LGBTQ plus. What are you saying? What are you saying? Yo, the book of faith that you read out of, that's what you believe. So I said that not to say it makes any parallel to this story, but it shows you how when challenged, Drew Brees will put his tail between his leg and hide and not stand on what he said. Drew Brees is one of those dudes that want to make he want to make everybody happy. He don't want people to know his true colors. I guarantee you he against homosexuality. I guarantee you he against blacks. He reacted same to those. He reacted the same way to both those stories. He backed down. Oh, I didn't know. Yes, you do. Your book of faith is against it. Frederick said, "I'm a defensive lineman. I'm trying to knock Drew Brees' helmet off. I'm trying to make him feel me a couple 15-yard penalties on his ass." I mean, I'm gonna just use this as an example too. And I said this earlier on one of my videos about Drew Brees. Can't remember which one. Do you remember when? And I'm just telling you the bigotry in the NFL. I'm gonna get to my point about why I lost respect for the NFL way before this happened. But the bigotry of the NFL, it goes farther than that. Remember when the Washington Redskins offensive line stopped blocking for Robert Griffin III because he was cool with Dan Snyder? He was too close with the Redskins owner. He was getting preferential treatment. They did not block for that brother. Trent Williams is black. I don't care how big he is. He's a hoe. He was the leader of that offensive line, and they stopped blocking for a black man. I've never seen this in the NFL. They never stopped blocking for a white boy. When Kerry Collins dropped the N-word in the Carolina, when he went to New York, they never stopped blocking for him. When Tom Brady tried to hide his "Make America Great" hat he had in New England, and they knew what him and Robert Kraft was about, they never stopped trying to block for Tom Brady. Okay? When Riley Cooper made what he, and people forgot about that, didn't y'all? Riley Cooper made his comments. He said he still had a job. They still threw Riley Cooper the ball. And they used Mike Vick. They said, "We let you back in the NFL, Mike Vick. Now it's time to pay your debt." And he said, "Oh, with Riley Cooper's, we gonna support Riley Cooper." I don't know what he said. He co-signed Riley Cooper. Remember that? Y'all forgot about that, didn't y'all? A lot of y'all probably didn't know about the Kerry Collins story. He dropped the N-word in the locker room. Look that story up. So I don't respect Trent Williams. I don't respect none of them offensive linemen in the Redskins. I don't respect I don't respect that organization. Dan Snyder love him some black quarterbacks though. He do. It ain't if you just run, jump. He like him slow. He like him fast. He like him with big arms. He like him with skimpy arms. But Kirk Cousins got on in there. Oh, Kirk Cousins. Oh, great Spartan, Michigan Spartan Wolverine. They got the blocking for Kirk Cousins though. Y'all forgot about that, huh? They let Robert Griffin III get smashed on. And they got the blocking for Kirk Cousins. Don't respect him. Don't respect him. So what they need to stop doing is stop blocking for Drew Brees. They stop blocking for a brother. Y'all can call Robert a cornball brother, whatever you want. He's still a brother. A swirler, he's still a brother. They stop blocking for him. Don't forget how Seattle treated Russell Wilson. All the stories that came out about Russell Wilson, how they treated him, how they was jealous of him. Oh, he wasn't a real brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm guaranteed Richard Sherman was in on that. Remember Richard Sherman? He capped for that dude that called out Lamar Jackson. Remember he said, "I can't see." The reason Lamar Jackson's so good is because you can't see the ball in his black ass arm. Whatever he said. And what happened? Richard Sherman came out here and said, "Oh, he didn't mean to say that, and he's an all right guy." He got out here, but dancing, but dancing. And now he got something to say about Drew Brees. I ain't trying to hear it. I don't want to care what Cam got to say. I don't care what none of the black quarterbacks got to say. I don't care what Watson got to say. I don't care what Richard got to say. Richard Sherman got to say. A lot of y'all niggas didn't stand up for money. That's my whole thing. I'm going to tell you this right now. A few things that if a man don't stand up for If a man don't stand up for his family, his mama, his girlfriend, his kids, if he don't stand up for his family and he don't stand up for his money, what the fuck you think he gonna stand up for his ethnic pride? Ladies that's listening, if your man don't stand up for you, cut him loose. If he don't stand up for his money, cut him loose. And that's where I lost the respect for the NFL players at. When it came to the Deacon Jones and it came to the Eric Dickersons, ain't nobody follow up with help Eric Dickerson out. He was on FS1 Undisputed when I used to watch that shit. Nobody helped Eric Dickerson out. Eric Dickerson was saying we need better benefits. Some of them niggas pitching checks was like $80, bro. The people who built your National Football League, the players wasn't willing to stand up for the old timers. They not able to get lifetime benefits. They won't stick up for their own financial interests. If they don't stick up for their money, and they don't stick up for benefits, it's people that work at the plant 20, 30 years that got lifetime benefits. Why do you think so many NFL players go broke? Shannon Sharp said, I paid $35,000 for insurance every year. $35,000. NFL, they can take the fine money and do a lifetime benefit package for the players. They could take the fine money and divide it into the old timers that's paid long enough to get a pension. They'd rather take the money and give it to a quote unquote nonprofit organization called My Pockets. If you won't stand up for your money and you won't stand up for your family, you're not gonna stand up for your color, for your people. And that's not a black, that's not a white thing, it's not an Arab thing, it's not a yellow thing. That's a human thing to do. They can't even sit there and stand up to the owners and say, you know what, until we get good pay, I'm not doing it. They don't even get 50% of the pie in a high contact, high collision sport. Let that sink in for a minute. They don't even have nowhere near guaranteed money contract. They got franchise tags where I did the contract. I played my 4 or 5 years, and they can still control you on 1-year deals for the next 2 or 3 years. And when you're done, they can spit you out and not owe you no more money. Why would you let your son go play as a black man? Why would you let your son go play in that type of league? If I'm going to deal with racism and bigotry and I got a son, I'm going to get that soccer money or I'm going to get that baseball money. Either way you go, you're going to deal with bigotry. It does affect them. If you're talking about the money, that do affect you. Like 60% of NFL players go broke after their career. It does affect you. Like I said, that's white, black, green, Simpson, yellow. Your money, that affect everybody. That's what's messed up how Wilson teammates dogged him in Seattle and all them was trying to be, and all he was trying to be is a good teammate. Talking to Grub Media. Hold on, give me a minute. Yeah. Let you know, man, these the same dudes that's trying to speak up and speak out against Drew Brees or what's going on. Oh, it does affect the NFL salute. Yeah, it don't affect them because nobody got the kahunas to stand up to him. But it don't hit. It hit different when them checks don't come in no more. When your cash flow start coming in, you ain't invest your money the right way, it hit different. But I'm saying if they ain't gonna stand up for their money, they gonna stand up for each other. And after this blow over and they do what they do with McMichael, Breonna Taylor, Drayshawn Reed in Indianapolis, and they do what they need to do with Amar Aubrey and George Floyd I was talking about. When this blow over into another situation like this happen, another string of situations, it's gonna be real quiet. They're gonna go back to treating us just like another nigga. That's all it's gonna go back to. So my advice is be legit. Don't give them no opportunity to ban you. Be legit. Have your license. Have your registration. If you got to keep the clip in the trunk and the pistol in the front of the car, I know some laws, I'm not sure about what it is, do that. And I'm just speaking from you. I'm just trying to speak, keep you alive. Don't make no sudden movement. They pull up, keep your hand on the wheel. Matter of fact, If you, matter of fact, have your goddamn license registration where somewhere you ain't got to reach to the glove department, and it's sad. Shit, you might have to get one of those Velcro compartments. You ever worked at like a factory where they got it like right there on the shipping thing? You have a shipping clip and you put the slip into the plastic pocket and you can clip it on the wall. You might do that with your license registrations. Clip it on your dash. Put your license in the little plastic pocket. Put your registration in the plastic pocket. And when you get out the car to go in the house for the night, just put it back in your wallet. Put it back in your envelope. You might just do that. I mean, anything to survive. Don't ride 4 or 5 deep. But let's talk about Tony Dungy. All right, this may went under a lot of people. Somebody got a question. He said that's what the NFL mean. Not long they will spit you out after your career while the owners pass wealth down generation. And then Damon West, that's a good point. And then the majority, you got to remember, the majority of the NFL owners have other lucrative businesses. This is a side gig. That's what makes it so bad. A lot of this money that they get is side gig money. They own oil fields, tech fields. I mean, they got international distribution deals. You know what I'm saying? They didn't make their wealth off the NFL. This is play money for them. This pocket money. They got a $250 check before the other last season started for TV money. It's just greed. Like you look at Jerry Jones, you can't take it with you. Look at Martha Ford for the like can't take it with you. It's greed. But yeah, Tony Dungy got out here and said, I didn't even listen to the whole thing. He from Jackson, Michigan. That's about when I drive that way. That's about I got pulled over there one time too going to Chicago. That's about I'm gonna say hour and a half from me. But Tony Dungy said just because I'm paraphrasing here, just because Drew Brees made a bad comment don't mean we gotta cancel him. We gotta educate him. Look here, man. If you're 40 years old, yep, Bob McNair can take it to him either. All honor to Houston, Texas. He got exactly what he deserved. We can't have the inmates running the jail. Well, fuck him. Fuck him. You feel me? Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Eat a dick. But with Tony Dungy, Tony Dungy, they whipping boy. I see that now. Tony Dungy, they whipping boy. You feel what I'm saying? He they whipping boy. He come out here trying to defend Drew Brees. I'm like, oh no, baby, what is you doing? No, we can cancel him. This ain't no 15, 16, 12-year-old kid who mind still developing. I can get you then. He know exactly what he said. We're trying to educate Drew Brees. After all we've been through in the league, Drew Brees been in the league how long? How long Drew Brees been in the league? 20-some years. I was watching Drew Brees when he won the Rose Bowls in Purdue. And I was a kid. Hold on. How long he been in the league? He's 41 years old. He been in the league since '01. Over 20 years active. How many black teammates did Drew Brees play with? A lot of them. Marcus Colston, Joe Horn, Alvin Kamara, Chris Ivory, Pierre Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Graham. I think he's something. I don't know what Jimmy Graham is. Malcolm Jenkins, Darren Sharper in jail. I mean, you can just keep going on and on and on. Ted Ginn Jr. Out of all the black players you played with in your life, LaDainian Tomlinson. Out of all the black players you played in your lifetime, you still don't understand why Kaepernick kneeled. And then you kneeled and disrespected the flag. That's a hypocrite. We can't discipline this man. He got his mind made up. He 50-something 40 years old. Tony Dungy, that just let you know how Tony Dungy got on TV. How Tony Dungy got to be the first black coach to win a Super Bowl. Tony Dungy know how to move in those corporate you know, rooms. You know what I'm saying? And what they do, they call Tony out and say, "Oh, say something to protect Drew Brees' image." Did it to yourself. This not no kid, bro. This not no, and people would legitimately go at me and talk about, oh, Tom Brady is this and Drew Brees is this type of guy, and now people starting to see it. It don't surprise me. But Tony Dungy, that wasn't the move. That wasn't the move. Just to keep some NBC job. Well, we got to educate Drew. It's not my job to educate white folks. We got Wikipedia. They ain't the best. We got encyclopedias. We got YouTube. We got all these different platforms where you can learn about civil rights movement. You can learn who helped your daddy fight the wars. We got all these. You got all these teammates you can rely on. He got all this money to help his resources out. He can go to Africa for himself and see what it's about. He can go to Egypt for himself and see what it's about. You can turn on the National Geographic, the History Channel, and I learned a lot of things from those. It ain't our job to educate no white man. And he defended Bob McNair, don't surprise me. That's why he in the position he in. Don't trust no black man up there with the corporations. Real talk. But Tony Dungy, it ain't our job to educate him. We still trying to educate our kids because the school system ain't doing it. About our history. You know how many kids that don't know shit about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, the Ku Klux Klan? You know how many black kids really that never left the hood don't even know racism exists? People. It's black kids that go out here and still look at white people as the good people. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. And when they go out there in corporate America and they start working a 9 to 5, or they go off to college, whatever they gonna do, trade school, and they do these jobs and putting, pipe fitting and welding and plumbing and hot water tank heaters and putting refrigerators and dishwashers in and working on cars, it's gonna be a rude awakening. It's a lot of people that's gonna go to jail. A lot of these kids gonna go to jail for putting their hands on these employees and mess up their record forever. Because staying in the public school system, not being able to get out and understand how white people work and how deceiving the other people can be, you think that they your allies. But as soon as you turn your back, you a nigga. No matter if they bail you out of jail, no matter if they give you a house or whatever, no matter, you always gotta have that third eye. It's up to you to teach your kids about Marcus Garvey. It's up to you to teach your kids about Malcolm, Martin, Uncle Tom's Cabin. But it's becoming a Huey. It's a lost art. But Tony Dungy ain't nothing but that whipping boy, straight up and down. You see why he got his position. You see why. It's not up for no black man to educate no white man that's 40 something years old. Now, if you give me a white kid, you want me to educate him. He's a teenager and he's not an adult. I can show him the ropes. Okay, I get it. But all that come from the home, man. But let's talk about some corporate motherfuckers. Kanye, right? Kanye. Give me a minute. Kanye West will pay the college tuition for George Floyd's 6-year-old daughter, Gina, as a part of a $2 million donation that also helps Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery families. Um, West is also giving the families and legal team fighting for Ahmaud Arbery and Breonna Taylor. The rapper also vowed to donate to black-owned businesses in his hometown of Chicago. Wife Kim Kardashian West is also donating Black Lives Matter, the NCAA Legal Defense Fund, National Urban League, and Color of Change. Now, at the end of the day, obviously Kendrick Perkins called out Kanye West. I didn't jump on Kanye West. Sometimes you got to let people work. But this don't make up for all the buck dancing and raccooning that Kanye West been doing. Straight up and down. This don't make up for that. Yo, good con gesture. Donald Trump made good con gestures too. Donald Trump made good gestures too. He gave it to the black people just to keep them voting for him. But for Kanye West, like I said, it was a good thing to do. But it don't mean you can come back to the black side. Don't mean you black again. It's certain things that's unforgivable to me. When his mother died, it seemed like his head went off the fritz. But there's certain things for me that I'm not giving the pass to. If you got a boy, and I'm just putting this out here. Let's just make a school version. Teacher asks, "Who threw this paper at me?" She'd never find out if nobody telling your boy point to you. Oh, it was Dre. It was Mike. It was Bob. You gonna forget that nigga, dog? Hell no. If he gonna tell on that situation, imagine what type of knife he have in your back in a real situation. It's certain things that's unforgivable. It's certain things that I'm not giving people a pass for. He could never come back to the black side. He could be in the middle. He could be like Beige. He could be, in the middle. But everything that he's done, nah. I don't think that he did it. And I wasn't quick to judge Kanye. I didn't hop on here and say, "Oh shit, Kanye, where Kanye at?" No, I'll give him an opportunity. But a lot of people, TJ, I see you, TK, AM, 54 salute, Kit Buzz salute. He said MLB ain't no black organization. BLM, excuse me. But talking about earlier, he must be behind. But with Kanye, it's just he could be in the middle. And you notice his network started to skyrocket. He's the highest earning musician this year. It started to skyrocket when he sold out. But when you work for the men, or you work for the ops, or you work for people, that's want to use you and then spit you out, it's gonna come a day where they spit Kanye West out. It's gonna come a day where everything about Kanye started coming out. But with Kanye, it was a good gesture. But you ain't invited, like he said in the comment, you ain't invited to the barbecue. But his network started to go all the way up when he started buck dancing. When him, Steve Harvey, Jim Brown, and Ray Lewis started moving with Donald Trump and trying to co-sign Donald Trump, they credit scores and they financial pockets is probably amazing right now. But at what cost? But them families can use every penny they can get, bro. Just because somebody don't send a tweet, somebody don't post on Facebook or the gram or whatever else, Snapchat, don't mean they ain't trying to help. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do help, you do help, and you trying to he trying to show he trying to show what he do. He trying to get credit. You know things that I do good. I don't want to say I did this and did that. God know I did it, or the higher being know I did it. The person I did it for, I know I did it. I'm the type of person that if I do something, I don't put it on social media. Oh, I did this, that, and the third. No, and I'll let it come out how I want to come out. But everybody think you supposed to record what you eating or do this, that, and the third, and tell everybody what you doing all the time. So Kanye, he sat there and he did a great gesture. When kids need college tuition, the families need as much legal help as they can get. Um, and like I said before, he ain't off the hook. Straight up and down, he ain't off the hook. And some of y'all might not like it. Some of y'all might like it. Some of y'all don't care. Some of y'all gonna use the excuse to buy shoes again. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't even care if Michael don't speak up, if Kanye or Raccoon, they still gonna wear the shoes. And that's why they never gonna respect the black dollar. They never gonna respect us because no matter how we treat them, it's people. As soon as the beauty supplies and the Chinese food stores and they stores start open back up, the nail salons open back up, they run right back to them and give them their money. They spit in our faces, and we run right back to them and give them the money. That's why they don't respect us. The females, the females don't take their money to the right places, and the men don't protect the women and protect the families no more like they used to. How you think the NBA gonna look when they return? Uh, I really don't care. He said we wear Nike and they don't respect us. Nike tried to dress it up, but none of them respect us. But as soon as one of our brothers like Shaq try to put a shoe out there, as soon as LeVar tried to put a shoe out there, they don't respect them though. You know, if somebody put the same shoe out there and put $1,000 price tag on it, they're gonna respect that. Up and down. But we gotta do better as black entrepreneurs to be on code and be on point and operate at a highly efficient rate. You know what I'm saying? So they won't run to the Chinese people, for their nails. We gotta have our sisters that's gonna have good appointment books, be consistent, not always taking lunch breaks, stay on point with their appointments, stay on point with their work, and be consistent. If you say you're gonna be open from 8 to 8, we need you to be open from 8 to 8, not 8 to 7:50, not 8 to 7:59. We need our black businesses to be punctual and have integrity and be clean. That's why a lot of people go to the other, no matter how racist they are or whatever, because you get good customer service, you get efficient, good, high grade work. So that's our problem. That's our problem. They're gonna run back to Chinese for they here. They're gonna run again. A lot of people don't have no integrity no more. They don't care about they a lot of black people. I'm gonna tell you this: as many white people that don't believe racism exists, it's almost percentage wise as many black people. You know how many baby mamas out there raising sons right now that ain't taught them nothing? Same thing for sorry ass baby daddies out there. Ain't taught your son about nothing. Ain't taught them if he ain't taught them they colors, they ain't taught them they numbers. They ain't gave them no study habits. You know what I'm saying? They ain't taught them no study habits and nothing like that. You think they talking to them about racism? A lot of parents don't even talk to their kids about sex no more. Racism ain't even in the top five for a lot of black families. It's become taboo. If somebody's son or daughter gonna run out there in a situation and end up like George, end up like Ahmad, end up like Brianna, end up like Trayvon, because you didn't know, you didn't have that conversation. It's sad. They teaching their kids how to load up, put one in the chamber, how to clean that boy off, how to handle a assault rifle, how to handle a shotgun. Shit, they practicing many rounds. I seen it plenty of times when I stayed down there in Prattville. Teaching them how to strategize and shoot with motherfucking paintballs and stuff of that nature. Courtney, see little Benjamin before I see you. We not even having those conversations we don't even have dinner tables no more. That's why it's imperative for all the men in here, black men, is to get you one woman and procreate with her. That's it. Don't create with her, and there. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Because you got to be there. You know what I'm saying? A father being there on a day-to-day basis is very important for a male or a female. Eric say, how you feel about these black female YouTubers that don't support George Floyd, saying that he does not need any support from black women, especially this chick named Chrissy. I don't know who that is, but you know, his daughter black, his baby mama black. Of course, man, the feminist movement is always gonna be our nemesis. You feel what I'm saying? These females, they always gonna be our nemesis because we hurt them so bad. This is generation of hurt. You know what I'm saying? And welfare, back when good times was on, a man, they didn't want a man in the house. Females are always gonna be black females gonna always pretty much be resentful to us. Unless they grew up in a two parent household that was healthy. So they always gonna be right with the white man destroying us. That's the definition of a raccoon. Straight up and down, that's the definition of it. And a lot of them females you talking about, because I had those conversations with people behind the scenes every now and again. Because I don't like I said before, I don't watch the ops. You feel me? I don't watch the ops. People really think I be lying, bro. If I do watch the ops, it's somebody sent me the video or somebody told me what happened. But one of them females that you talk about, and I don't know who that girl is. One of them, her whole family swirling. I'm not gonna say her name, but I can't remember her name. But her whole family swirling. Got white men. So how you gonna be a big hypocrite like that? This ain't about who he was married with, who he was laying with, or who he got with. It's about them killing him. They didn't care if he had a white woman or a black woman. And let's just let you know, if they got people supporting them, bro, financially or just watching them, they just let you know how sick our community is. They hate us so much that in our time of pain and our time of suffering, and a lot of them got kids. Man, they be mixed white, mixed Puerto Rican, mixed Indian, mixed Arab. At the end of the day, what they understand is that their vagina is gonna create a black man, no matter how you cut the cake. So that could have been your son out there. But when you hear women like that foolishly talking, man, those are women you want to stay away from. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of women out here who don't care what's going on. They don't care if Eminem called them black bees, black hoes. They don't care. Why should that affect me? They don't care no more. The pro black shit is dead. You know, people talk about Black Lives Matter, but the lives that's most crucial is the black male. We the ones that's versus everybody. Being a black male is the hardest thing to be right now in America. We verse the women hate us, the white men hate us, they women hate everybody trying to assassinate us. We hunted every day. And our females is help add we in a battle that we can't win. So a lot of brothers every day, instead of trying to do what's right and try to treat a woman good, a woman so scorned, even when she get a man that's treating her right and doing the right things and trying to build, she push him away. And now he's saying, well, I gave it a try. F it. F it. A lot of women don't have black pride no more. A lot of them don't. They want to think they do. They don't. It's black men versus everybody. And they'll tell you, oh man, just let's try to heal our sisters and all that, man. Be real to our sisters. But Pac says it's impossible. I got one life to live. You want me to waste my one life trying to struggle and prove to a woman when I can go somewhere else and a woman accept me and treat me well? It's hard to say. It's hard to tell somebody that to sacrifice their life for the betterment of mankind. And remember, everybody ain't got the taste. Everybody ain't got the means to travel to Texas, to travel to Cali, to travel to New York. A lot of us, if we Indianapolis, we stuck with the women that's in the metropolitan area. If we in Milwaukee, we stuck with the women in Racine and the surrounding area. You know what I'm saying? You in Chicago, you stuck with Chicago women. Unless somebody move into the neighborhood. You in New York, you stuck with Manhattan, Uptown, Harlem, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, Long Island. You stuck with those women. You might be lucky to get a woman from Jersey, but do you really want a woman from Jersey is my answer. I don't think not. That's a whole different type of conversation. So I'm not knocking you for what you do. My whole thing is for all these dudes and these women that talk this pro black, stuff, and they be swirling like you can't lead us swirling. But let's talk about. I'm gonna talk about Jay, and then I end off with Laura and Brian. I know a lot of people want to hear that. But Jay Z is the reason that Keith Ellison he got us to be the prosecutor. He called the Minnesota governor and got him to prosecute. Now I know Jay name ain't been popular, for a while. I mean, some of the stuff that he's done. I mean, what he did to Kaepernick. Like I said again, Jay still ain't invited to the barbecue. Straight up and down. After that whole situation with the NFL and supporting Kaepernick and then they bought him out, that was the end of Jay for me. And Jay has done a lot of backstab in his career. This is similar to Kanye. He ain't invited to the barbecue and probably never will be invited to the barbecue unless he sit down and give me a thorough explanation why he did that. Now, if his thing is I need to get on the inside to make some shit happen and I'm trying to work on something bigger, I get it, all right? But he ain't gonna never articulate that with me. But he is the reason that what's wrong with Jersey girls? I guess you ain't never dated one. I'm pretty sure somebody in the comment section can enlighten you. But looking at Jay, that was crucial for him to request that Keith Ellison be the prosecutor in this case, because as soon as Keith Ellison, and that was a lot of pressure. So I don't know if Jay-Z talked to Keith Ellison after he got him to be the prosecutor or before he got him to be the prosecutor. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of pressure on him because if he dropped the ball, he can go down infamously in Black history. But if he if he prosecute and execute, he can go down as a modern day top prominent guy in Black history. So it's a lot of pressure. He's already said that he's going to upgrade Derek Chauvin's charges to second degree murder. It's a big difference. Third degree carry at least 25 or 25 or less, I think. And then fourth degree is no more than 40 years. Second degree is no more than 40 years. So, and he's also, it's been rumored that he's going to charge the other cops with second degree aiding and abetting murder. So, like I said before, man, the issue hasn't been able to to charge the cops. It's been able to execute. So he got to execute. If he can execute this, it's gonna be great. If he dropped the ball on this, he's gonna be one of the most hated people in the Black community. But we'll see what happened. But Jay Z, made sure somebody Black that can sympathize with George Floyd and his family could be in this position. And like I said before, man, we needed that because we see those white prosecutors down there in Georgia. Nobody wanted to touch the McMichael story. Nobody wanted to touch that story. So, Tay Walker, salute in the super chat. So, you can say what you want to say about Jay. Say what you want to say about Kanye. I'm not a big fan of Kanye or Jay no more. But, we needed this push. And I'll take a push wherever we can get it. Because if this man get off and those cops get off, if the cops get off, the other cops, three other ones, and Chauvin go down, I don't think it's going to be that bad. But if they all get off or Chauvin get off, it's gonna be bad. Especially if the second wave of Corona shut shit down, it's gonna be bad. So Jay Z, made sure that we got the best chance possible to get this dude convicted. And if he can get convicted and he loses his life, that sets a precedence where we may not have to go through this again. At least as often. So if they convict him or whatever, wherever happened, or if he die in jail or whatever, and they suffer in jail, that sets the precedence that you're not gonna just keep getting off. But if we would have set the example with not George Floyd, with George Zimmerman, then maybe the Mike Browns and all the other things that happen after that don't happen. But like I said before, the police in a lot of different communities are the biggest gangs, straight up and down. They are the biggest gangs out there, and they the most dangerous gangs because they got the right to kill legally or within their legal bounds or illegally, and their team ain't gonna cover up for them. It has so many parallels to street gangs and police gangs. It's so many parallels. No snitching. If you snitch on your partner, you gonna get shit. Do wherever you go as a police officer, detective, or sergeant, nobody gonna fuck with you no more. So you almost gotta cover for your partner. All those movies where you see the cops do the right thing and snitch out their partner, that doesn't exist. The police, the chief come to you or the sergeant come to you. They give you a story. They tell your boy what to say in the story. Y'all stick to the story. Y'all get off. Y'all back on the streets. Y'all paid with money. That's how it go. It don't go where somebody got a conscience and oh yeah, I know Officer Bluesy Blue is a bad guy. He threw this marijuana on this guy. Or he beat this dude ass in East LA and threw him. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like. And also with the RICO laws, Detroit Legends Sportcast salute. With the RICO laws, that even makes it more gangster. I don't have to catch you with this. I can say I seen you with this. So they got everything on their side right now, bro. Everything on their side. It's rare that you see a cop speak up and actually tell the truth what happened. Black, white, Simpson, yellow, green, orange, or whatever. It's truly a gang mentality. There are more. It's probably, and I can't say this, but there's probably more bad cops than good cops in inner cities, and even in the suburbs. The majority of your narcotics teams and some of your street level teams are dudes from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Zoe Life 813 salute. So you know how it is, man. But Jay put us in the best position with Keith Ellison to prosecute and get his life thrown away. So we'll see. And if this don't work, if this don't work, man, I'm scared. But what's her name? Laura Ingraham. Okay, what's her name? Laura Ingraham. She told LeBron and KD to shut up and dribble, and that I'm paraphrasing, their opinion doesn't matter in America, and just play basketball. But Drew Brees, y'all keep sharing the video. Make sure y'all thumbs up the videos. But Drew Brees, he deserves an opinion. That's what she said yesterday. She said, "Well, Drew Brees deserves to voice his opinion." So, because why he get to voice his opinion? Obviously, he's not more educated than Kevin Durant or LeBron James on social issues in the black community, right? He's very, very ignorant. So, you said LeBron is not educated, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 whatever she did say. But a dude that knows what's going on politically, Xavier, salute. A dude that knows what's going on because politically, he in the field every day. His boys is in the agent field. He in the NBA. They got a lot of politics to do with it. They got a union. Union ain't nothing but politics. He's a big spearhead of the black community. He's very intelligent. You don't have to go to college to be intelligent at all. You don't have to go to college to be. It's a lot of people that go to college that's stupid. You see them every day in corporate America. But she's okay with LeBron James. I mean, she's okay with Drew Brees reporting an ignorant statement. You know why she's okay with it? It's not that just because LeBron is black and Drew Brees is white. It's okay with it because Drew Brees shares her same opinion. That's it. She agreed with Drew Brees. It's as simple as it gets. Had LeBron said the same thing Drew Brees would have said, she would agree. See, there's a young man that gets it. Shut up, black people, and let the white people handle the politics. That's it. But y'all keep watching Fox, CNN, and letting them control the narrative and the media and all of that. We know Drew Brees was ignorant. And then Patrick Mahomes' mom co-signed him. You know what I'm saying? How she supposed to raise a strong black person, man? And it's bigotry right there. I'm telling you, that's why Patrick Mahomes is like he is. It's no different than Drew Brees or any other white person that learned to be racist from their parents. Racism is learned. If you got a racist kid, you probably got racist parents or racist grandparents. Tommy Lauren agreeing with Lil Wayne crackhead. Like I said, Lil Wayne said he doesn't experience racism. Hurricane Katrina was nothing but racism. Some of these dudes are paid or they keep their position of power, the position they in, and they tell them to say what they need to say, and they say it. They'd rather be out about the black community because they know the black community is quick to forgive and even quicker to forget what you did. They is. A lot of y'all gave Shannon Sharp a pass. I ain't get Shannon Sharp no pass. I ain't watching that shit no more. Some of y'all get Stephen A. Smith a pass. Y'all forget when they was the buck dancing and raccooning. When they started to try to say this black stuff, look at ESPN for a minute, right? Look at ESPN for a minute. ESPN is inviting, Keith Ellison on. They're inviting Killer Mike on, to talk about, social awareness, what's going on, right, in the black community. But they fired Jamil Hill for being too black. They just fired Josina Anderson for being too black. They got rid of Kerry Champion, right? Fox just got rid of Whitlock, and he was their best bootlicker. Soon as you don't conform to what they want you to, they get rid of you. Stephen A. Smith will be back buck dancing. I ain't trying to care if he's from Hollis, Queens or Dairy Queen. I don't care. He looking out for his best interest in his pockets, and when they chew and chew and chew and chew like a Save-A-Lot steak on Stephen A. Smith, and they spit him out, he gonna start trying to talk that black shit. He gonna try to crawl back to the black community. They know. All the people know, from the Eminems to Stephen A. Smith to Shannon Sharps, the easiest community to come in and out of is the black community hip hop culture. You can go in and out as much as you want to. Like I said, Eminem called black women bitches. It's an actual fact. He's on stage saying the N-word with Royce the 5'9" 50 times. He got another song degrading black women. Do you hear Chrissy talking about that? Whoever that chick you hear her talking about, the other females talk about that? Supporting Nick Cannon, who done helped more black men and women out than almost any other entertainer you can remember. Do they speak on that? No. But let Blueface come out and say black chicks ain't shit and whoop de whoop. Oh, he only mess with Mexican broads, and they'd attack him. We conditioned to attack our own. That's it. They conditioned to attack us. And we are conditioned to attack each other. We are our own worst enemy as black men. Until we clear that hurdle, we can't clear the hurdle of black women and white people. Yeah, I bring up Eminem every lot because he's a white supremacist. What has he done and what has he said? What has he done? What has Eminem said? Where he at? All these people say, black Eminem helped so many people in the black community. Where has he done? What has he said? These are the same niggas that was co-signing Kid Rock 10 years ago. Come on. But Eminem apologized. Oh, I mean, black woman I talked to. Oh, he apologized. Oh, I don't care. Oh, he apologized. So it's all good. Once again, if we go to the park and the person punch your kid in the mouth and say, "Oh, I had the wrong kid. I thought this was Timmy. This is Jimmy." Are you just gonna let it slide, or are you gonna fight back? Some of you niggas in here, or some of you gals out there, may let it slide. Oh, I'm sorry. We got the wrong one. Okay, I'm gonna take Timmy to the emergency room. But that's my example. Y'all gonna let people slide. It's all about who y'all like. Now if Reebok came out here and said something racist, oh, cancel Reebok. I don't, because you don't wear Reebok to begin with. They say, oh, cancel Wendy's. What about all the other companies that donated to Trump? Ooh, I can't cancel this. I love them. I can't cancel Amazon. I love Amazon. Come on. Never said Eminem was the problem. Eminem is the example. Y'all let him come and go as he pleased. He can come and go as he pleased. Put on that fake charade face on and say how much he care about black people. Oh, I think he's the greatest songwriter of all time, and I get him a job. I signed him. Come on, man. Fuck up out of here. Same thing Donald Trump did. It's no different. I did this for black people. I did that for, what did Obama do? Same thing. They don't do it out the goodness of their heart. They do it for a personal agenda. He said, "I was so crazy. Reebok was the first company to speak out about the situation." I was just using it as an example. Reebok cool, to my knowledge. But that's a fact. Y'all. I mean, when it's something that you don't like, you can give it up. And people get mad. I'm gonna always bring up Eminem. I'm gonna always bring up the Kerry Collins situation, the Roddy Cooper situation, because y'all motherfuckers give. That's why these women like Chrissy and Tasha K and Paris Milan. That's why I don't respect niggas like us, bro. That's why I don't respect us. Real talk. That's why they don't respect us, dog. You go into country music and they won't even let you in. That's something that black people created in rock and roll. You sing a song about F the crackers. You feel what I'm saying? You sing that song and see what happens. Your song won't get played on not one country radio. It won't get played on no radio station. You can start a radio station and they gonna block it. Hip hop is the only one where all the legends defend each other, defend the white man. Here come Rakim, here come Big Daddy Kane, here come this guy, here come that guy. But when something like George Floyd happened, where they at? Where they at? When Trina says something, oh, everybody's ready to cancel her. Cancel. Everybody's ready to cancel Trina. When Trina says something, when it's the other, oh, he didn't mean it, or she didn't mean it. They let Miley Cyrus come on in. They let the Catch Me Outside chick come on in. They let Eminem come on in. You know what I'm saying? They let them all. MC Search come on in. The Beastie Boys come on in. They won't even let Lil Nas X into country music. I seen Mike Tyson. We already know what Mike Tyson's about. Come on. Just mentioned it about Lil Nas X. But hip hop, you can come and go as you please. Well, he apologized. And look at the people in Dallas. What's his name? Gotham. His family hugging that white chick Amber Geiger out, killing him in cold blood. I forgive you. I'm telling you, dude. What do you want Eminem to do exactly? Ain't nothing you could do. He's fucking white supremacist. And he voted for Donald Trump. You want to bet he support Donald Trump? Fuck up out of here. I want the nigga to die. That's what I want. I want that bitch to fry. I ain't missing no words. Same thing I want to happen to Derek Chauvin. I want him to fry. A slow death. What Tupac say? My fofo make sure all your kids don't grow. Fuck that man, bro. Ain't nothing nice coming from over here. Real. All this bigotry going on in hip hop, man. Too much. Do you have an issue with non-black people being in the black culture? I have an issue with the culture vultures, which is all of them. So yes, I'm conditioned. Just like they look at me and they think, "Oh, I'm just the average nigga from Detroit." Yes, I have a problem with all of them because they all culture vultures. All of them. I have a problem. Go to country, go to rock, let us keep our techno and keep our rap and our R&B, our blues. Get out of here. Is you that naive, Benjamin Foe? That's an underplay. That's an overplay for the underplay. It's a lot of people that speak out against Trump, but I can find a picture of them hugged up. It's a lot of your favorite black rappers that's out here talking against Trump, but they voting for him. How much you want to bet? They donating to him on the low. Want to bet money on it? They donating to him on the low. Oh, he spoke out against him. No, please. Am I naive? I ain't stupid. You can find pictures of Trump, 50, Trump, Mike Tyson. You can find pictures of Trump and everybody. Coffee salute. All that shit is for publicity. Having them come doing a freestyle cipher that was weak as hell on BET. Let me know the next time they let a nigga have a hip hop cipher on MTV, on the Grammys. Come on, man. Let me next time they let the coffee salute. All these celebrities was, bro. He said, "What is a culture vulture? Don't we have other people to? Don't we want other people to enjoy our culture? A culture vulture is somebody that's in the culture that uses it. They uses it for their own publicity, but they don't replenish what they use. They not for the culture. You know what I'm saying? They somebody that use rap to get what they want to get to syndicate to the white audience, and then as soon as they get done doing that, they gone. They blew up. They're like the black fan base ain't never helped them. Or they use hip hop like Miley Cyrus come in here and use hip hop and boost our popularity and go back where she came, come back and go back and then replenish what she took. They use the imagery of the hood, but don't give shit back to the hood or don't like black people. That's what a culture vulture is. They act like they rocking with us. They cool with us, but when shit like this happen, they ain't nowhere to be seen. They ain't for the cause. They rocking with you in the car. Oh yeah, snowman, bitch. I'm never with the same drugs. You know what I'm saying? I love rap music. You know, yeah. I love rap music. Yeah, I love the music so good. Yeah. Devontae, this is the album. You know, this is the album. Then he leave and shit, and they don't even like the culture. They just like what we do, but they don't love us. They like it. They can love it. They can love hip hop unconditionally, but they don't love the people who created it. Eminem was raised in a culture, though. He wasn't raised in nothing, bro. Stop believing that fake shit. Eminem is a kid from Kansas. Where's he from? Kansas City. He wasn't with the cat pillars and the murderers and the killers. He wasn't. No, he lived across 8 Mile, bro. He didn't live on 8 Mile and motherfucking Evergreen by Henry Ford, 7 in Evergreen. He lived in the fucking honky land, bro. Let's just keep it real. Eminem is not an honorary wigger, bro. Same how y'all thought Drew Brees was an honorary brother, view Eminem the same way, bro. Come on. How does somebody that's for black people make a song saying black women ain't ish? F black women. Never had a black woman either. How? Missouri, where the hell he from? Him too. DJ Snitch TV, him too. Adam, Jordan Towers. Have your local salute. You can never really tell who really for the culture. It's hard. It's a lot of culture vultures that's black. It's a lot of people that rock out with us in the beginning. As soon as they get their second album, they go commercial and they don't even fuck with us no more. They don't make music for us no more. They don't even do the little tours they used to do no more. What does it mean you got a black wife? Patrick Mahomes' mama, who just co-signed with Drew Brees and raised a white boy, not to know he black. What do that mean? Because you lay with a black woman. That make you even more racist to me in a lot of the times, bro. You trying to overcompensate for something. Of course, Lil Wayne, man. Lil Wayne is the most detrimental part of rap history, bro. 2009 was the most destructive year in the culture, bro. And it began with Lil Wayne. General Jackson salute. That was the most destructive year of our culture. But come on. Just because you got a black white, look at Patrick Mahomes. A lot of them white girls love Snicker bars. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of them love Milky Ways. You catch my drift. You know what I'm saying? She would have never got pregnant by Patrick Mahomes' dad. He would have had to wear a fucking condom if he didn't have baseball money. If he didn't have money, straight up and down. Did you see Patrick Mahomes' daddy anywhere in the picture at the Super Bowl celebration? That let you know everything you need to know. General Pendant salute. That let you know everything you need to know right there. How can anybody that truly love black men, a black person, black women, black men, the hip hop culture, that's the only culture we know in this America that we created. Co-sign what Drew Brees said. Come on. You don't see white wives getting pregnant by their side black guy unless he got some money. Yeah, speaking of Snitch TV, he said Luna Nell was interviewing Sinbad on there and she tried to trip him up to throw Bill Cosby under the bus, but he wouldn't do it. She was constantly taking shots at him. That's how. I mean, that's what it is, bro. Just because you label it a black woman or a black man, come on, that don't make you not like him. You probably the same thing with hip hop. A lot of these dudes be in hip hop with culture vultures. They like the music. They like the clothes. They like the gear. They like the culture, but they ain't for it. They ain't willing to be for it. They ain't willing to be for the negative shit. Same thing with people that, like you said, Snitch TV married to a black woman. There's a lot of dudes in that's in the hip hop culture. That's the other. That's married to her right now. But as soon as shit hit the fan, they gonna divorce it. Y'all got any questions before I get off, bro? I'll take some questions. That's facts. Just because you marry a black woman don't make you no blacker. Don't make you honorary nigga. Hell no. Or honorary brother. Not in my book. I'm looking at you more funny. What has Beyonce done since the inner city for the inner city kids. I don't know. I don't follow Beyonce. I'm not a Beyonce fan. Not sure. I ain't heard shit from Beyonce. She spoke out on this shit though. But ever since Jay been kind of going through his turbulent time, she ain't really been speaking. I ain't answering that question, bro. I'm only answering questions that's related to this. Any other questions that's related to or in the stratosphere of this whatever we're talking, I'll take them. I'll give y'all a minute. Any questions that's related to this, I will take them. We can talk ish about everyone in the black community who is a celebrity and not an activist. Is that right though? Yeah, you can. Shit, straight up and down is right. You can't trust nobody that's like them. But I mean, you can. But they always gonna forgive and forget. Like Kanye, he did this for everybody to forget what he done. But you ain't never supposed to look up to rappers and celebrities. They not activists. Activists, the real activists are dead. There's a lot of people that's trying to fill their void, like Tamika, my son. But I mean, it's gonna be impossible to fill what Huey and Martin and Malcolm and Tupac left behind. It's gonna be hard. Ain't nobody willing to take that sacrifice. It ain't glory doing what they did. It ain't beautiful until you dead. They didn't scare the sacrifice out of everybody. But it's always to criticize the product that you pay for or you support. If motherfucking if Vizio you buy $1,000 Vizio TV and that hoe don't perform the way you want it to perform, ain't you gonna voice your complaint? Ain't you gonna give a bad review? Ain't you gonna call Walmart where you bought the TV at? Circuit City ain't no well, ain't you gonna call Vizio and get mad at it? It's the same thing. You invest time and finances and streaming services and buying albums and going to concert. That's your investment. Same thing as you buy $1,000 TV or TV, and that hoe don't jump the way it's supposed to jump. Ain't you gonna voice your concerns? Straight up and down. You, the consumer, have all the power. All these people in hip hop that came to hip hop and crossed over and stepped all over us, from Kanye to Jay-Z, even if they still look back and throw us a bone and throw us a piece of cornbread, you can name them Trina. Without us, they don't even get where they're supposed to be at. Like Floyd Mayweather said, the black he basically said the black fans didn't help him get where he was at with the whites and the Mexicans. We the foundation to get where he got and all these other rappers got. The Ludacris's, the Jeezys, the Gucci's. For them to be commercial, you have to have a core fan base or a foundational fan base in this culture. That's the ball players, the rappers, anybody that's with the hip hop culture. You have to have a fan base of black people. Now, black people may not be the most lucrative fan base, but once we deem that you are hot and we fuck with you, then here come the white people, here come the Arabic people, here come the Indian people, you know, and all of a sudden they forget who their core fan base was, who supported them with their dollar, and a lot of these dudes go commercial and they don't look back. Only time they look back is when they flame go out, like Johnny from the Fantastic Four, and they want to come back and do and shit like this happen, do IG shows and stuff of that nature. It's very, very small, limited of rappers and R&B artists who didn't cross over and didn't look back. A lot of people ain't gonna stand with them either. Look at how a lot of the NFL players turn their back on Kaepernick. Exactly. I think our celebrities should speak up, but I can't condemn those who do not. Look what happened to Colin Kaepernick. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's better to shut the fuck up than say what Drew Brees said. I'll tell you that. Or it's better to do what Kanye did and don't say nothing and make a contribution and let the media spill the beans or let the family spill the beans. Yeah, Cam Newton. Cam Newton is Raccoon Newton. Been eating him. What channel is Mexican boxing coming? I don't know. I'm not answering those questions today. I don't care about that. In 2020 get any worse? We only halfway through. Of course it can. We hope it get better before it get worse. So we're gonna think positive and think better before it get worse. Any other questions related to the topic at hand? Ben stopped fucking with Cam Newton. Man, he's a fake. Start putting dresses on and rumpers on and come on, man. Cam Newton's a fake. He left his black woman who he had 4 kids or 5 kids with for the other. Come on, man. You got it wrong, bro. They do not need our dollar. They just yes, they do need our dollar, bro. They do need our dollar. You out of your fucking mind if you don't think them. Listen, for example, do Jeezy make it where he is now, where he can marry that Chinese chick without black people playing his mixtapes? Do Gucci get where he at now with old girl in the status that he got across the world without us? Name a rapper that didn't have a cosign by a core black fan base. Name one. Name an R&B artist. Name one that started off with all white fans. We deem what's hot and what's not. We may not determine how big they gonna become, but they can't get big without us. They can't get big without us. That's a fact. Name me. TK, name me an artist that came off in the hip hop community, rhythm and blues, R&B, rap. Name me one who started off with a core white fan base. Please, I can sit here and wait all day. Name me an artist that say white people say, "Oh, he hot." That went who just came in the game commercial. Oh, he hot. At the end, you don't go diamond, nigga, without black people, bro. In rap, you don't, or in hip hop, you don't go. Tell me somebody, bro. Tell me somebody, bro. I ain't nobody even talk about Action Bronson, bro. Has he ever even went wood? Has he ever went bronze? Tell me somebody who started off in rap with a core white fan base. Eminem didn't. You forgot? Forgot about Dre? Niggas like, that white boy cold. The Chronic 2001, Dre introduced Eminem to his fan base. Stop it. They ain't even no rapper. Don't give me that, man. Him and that cornball, they ain't no rappers, bro. That ain't rap. Macklemore, we don't consider them. They ain't no rap. Just like they said Lil Nas X ain't coming in here, they ain't no rap. You don't get to diamond without us. No matter what you saying, bro, you don't get to diamond without us. Without us, you don't. However you want to mix it, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. If we say you not cool, 9 times out of 10, white people is not gonna fuck with your music. If we say Carl Canal wasn't cool, or Guess wasn't cool back in the day, white people wouldn't be trying to fucking rock it. Macklemore is pop. That ain't no fucking rap. Just like they said Lil Nas X wasn't country. He said the highest selling album of all time. I don't know what the Eagles is. It's not the highest selling rap album of all time. That belongs to Eminem. We're not talking about nothing outside of our stratosphere, brother. We're not talking about, even though we created rock and roll and country, we're not talking about rock, we're not talking about country, everything under the hip hop stratosphere. Michael Jackson was more pop than R&B, bro. That's a fact. At that point, he was more pop than R&B. Off the Wall, maybe you could say it was more of his R&B track. Michael Jackson was a pop star. Look it up. Who cares what the Billboard and who cares what the Grammys think? Who cares what the Grammys think, bro? A whole bunch of old middle-aged white men telling what's rap and what's not. Come on. Shut up. If you still care about the Grammys and the Billboard, you don't belong to listen to my channel and what I say about the hip-hop culture. You don't. You don't. I care less about the albums, care about the numbers. None of that shit. I don't care what Billboard say. What Jay say. We used to look up to Billboard. Now we look at Billboard and say, "Is you dumb?" Come on. It's not. Come on, bro. How you gonna tell me Macklemore is not rap, bro? The Grammys do not determine what's hot in rap and what's not, my nigga. Somebody tell this dumbass nigga that, bro. Somebody tell him that, bro, because he can't listen. The Grammys does not determine rap. We don't care what white people think about rap. Not the hardcore fans. Come on, bro. You think every Eminem album deserves a Grammy? Absolutely not. He got it because he's white. Come on, bro. We don't listen to what the Grammys or what Billboard say, bro. You could tell you a suburban nigga, dog. Real talk. We could tell you probably Benjamin for a white boy. I guarantee you that shit, bro. He listened to Brother Lynch hung and shit like that, bro. Nobody care about the fucking Grammys, nigga. That's probably true. But without black people co-signing you, nigga, you cannot get to that point, bro, in a hip-hop culture. Don't argue me this. You're not going to win. You got a keyboard, I got a mic. If you want to sell that bullshit to the choir, start you a channel, get you a mic, get your computer, get you a phone. You can preach that shit to the channel. We can see how many niggas gonna listen to you. You gotta have a core fan base of white people. Black people spend $1 trillion into the economy every year. Stop it. Stop it. You can't be number one without us. Not in this, not in rap and R&B. You can't. Straight up and down. You probably think Doja Cat R&B too. Fuck about it. That's a disconnect, man. White people think they run shit in hip hop. Y'all don't run nothing. Don't let the Vlad TV hype you niggas up. Don't even know the elements of hip hop. Can't even say who started hip. You can't even give me 3 hip hop acts in the '80s, bro. Niggas think, oh, Eminem's the GOAT. You probably don't type of nowhere near, bro. Don't even know who KRS-One is. Grandmaster Flash. Thought Run DMC was a Reebok shoe. Come on, man. Just keep going on and on, bro. You think motherfuckers think an album good? This is the type of dudes we talking about, bro. People think a rap album good because the singles good. The singles don't make a rap album good. The singles is supposed to drive the fan to get the album. Oh yeah, that album was good because it had this single on there. Come on, man. We talking about hip hop. We talking about you talking about somebody that's a grandmaster when it comes to hip hop. Eminem, that's not even an original style. He stole from all them dudes. Twister, Do or Die, the Bone Thugs and Harmony, Reggie Noble, that's Redman for you niggas that don't know nothing about motherfucking, that don't know nothing about rap. He stole his style from them 3 people, and also probably people would say, Rakim. Not original form of rap. Come on, he not doing nothing that ain't already been done and already been perfected. He's a bite off a Redman. He'll tell you that. He'll tell you that himself. Ain't nothing original about his style. Yeah, I'm about to go. Yeah, you're right. You could. Yeah, you go ahead and do it. I'll do it. That'll make me no different. Cause this dude's an idiot. I don't know where they get these dudes from. Probably a white boy. Dudes don't shit about rap. You can't know. You can't talk on this level if you don't know your history, bro. If you were saying, "Oh man, I think Lil Baby album the best of all time," it's a totally different disconnect. It's a total disconnect. He was talking about Eminem. I'm cleaning out my closet. I'm sorry, mama. I never. Who the fuck rapping like that, bro? This looks like a job for me, so everybody just bounce me. I'm not trying to hear that shit, man. We should have shot motherfucking Dre in his head for co-signing this white boy. We should have rolled with Benzino. But you got people that criticize Ja Rule, though. Ain't that crazy? You got people that criticize Ja Rule. At least the nigga from Queens. Fuck up out of here, man. And when it come out about Eminem again, and it's already came out, but when it come out again that he a white supremacist, I ain't trying to hear it, bro. I ain't trying to hear this Drew Brees shit and try to throw him under the bus. I never knew. I remember CJ told you years ago. I told you years ago. I ain't remember this conversation we having and everything I'm saying. How they canceled Kid Rock? I couldn't believe Kid Rock. Hey, how could you not know that? How could you not know that? How could you not know that? How? Look here, this is the best thing. Fuck Eminem too. They're the same person. This is the best way I can put it, bro. Turn the instrumental off and get the acapella of most of your rap songs. See how trash they sound, bro. Not saying nothing. Not saying nothing. Eminem ain't from no Detroit, neither is Kid Rock. He's a down weather white boy. Downriver white boy. He ain't never represented Detroit. He said it best. Kid Rock was kicking it with black brothers. He was a whole white exactly, bro. Drew Brees was kicking it with brothers and was a whole white supremacist. Y'all think, oh, Drew Brees an isolated incident? You think Kid Rock an isolated incident? Come on, bro. Stop it. I don't care what you like his first CD. I don't care what you like. He's just a white boy that stole other motherfuckers' style and put it all together. And y'all saying he great. If he was a nigga, y'all wouldn't nobody. He wouldn't be in nobody top 50. Straight up and down. When he dissed motherfucking Will Smith, we should have gorilla checked him. No, his music ain't aging well. He's a fucking garbage. Been saying that. Listen to 50 music right around the same time. 50 music still bang. You can play. You find me in the club, bottle for the buck, and that shit still bang today. You can play If I Ruled the World. Imagine that. I free up. That still bang to this day. You can play the Paid in Full album and still bang to this day. You can play Ain't No Half Stepping, Big Daddy Kane. It still bang to this day. Still bang. And it's like that. My Adidas. They still bang to this day. So Train and lost their soul. Just call it train because the bitches look like hoes. I see a lot of others. Damn, it almost look like the bandstand. Still bang to this day. Fuck the police. Still bang to this day. It's the thuggish rugged. Still bang to this day. Shorty wanna be a bang to this day. What's beef? Still bang to this day. When you roll no less than 30 deep. What's beef? Come on, still bang to this day, bro. Protect your neck. Still bang to this day, bro. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill. Still bang to this day, bro. Am I lying? I don't want to be a player. No. Still bang to this day. You got one hit wonders like Adina Howard. Bang to this day. Zion. Bang to this day. You really in the car banging Eminem? Kids probably ain't rocking it. What's this, daddy? It's not iconic. Stop it. Come on, man. First of the Month is still a song that can bang. Name me a song of Eminem's that bang like First of the Month. You can play that. You can play it every first of the. Name me a song. What you playing? What you playing? That's it. What were you playing? This looks like good job for me. Not everybody just. Can you playing that, bro? I'm not playing that. Stop it. No nigga waking up playing that shit. Ain't no real niggas in the chat waking up playing that. Not at 30 years old. You ain't. Not even at 25. Nobody waking up banging that shit. Who banging that? I still wake up. You say you a gangster, but you never pop nothing. I wake up to that still. Nobody even waking up to Superman no more, bro. Nobody waking up to that, bro. Nobody. Maybe you get some love. Maybe. Niggas be capping for Eminem and ain't listen to Eminem. Fan. You listen to once. You listen to the CD one time. You switch it to something else. Ain't no brothers listening to that. Toy soldiers. You ain't listening to that shit. Motherfucking got no rhythm. We're toy soldiers. Creep it down back on. What do you say? Creep it down the back street on D's. I got my Glock cop for niggas trying to take these. No, we still banging a chronic. If I gotta die for this little black boy to live, still banging. Come on, man. Look how we still banging that, bro. Still banging that, man. He got nothing that's iconic, bro. I can listen when I put the chronic doggy style. It was written, ready to die, me against the world. When I put on any timeless music like that, bro, paid in full. It came out yesterday, bro. It's like I just put it in. Eminem don't have a nothing like that, bro. Nothing. It was good for its time, but nothing like that. Nothing like that. Nothing. A white boy might think it's cool, but I guarantee you, if Jimmy rolling with Devontae and Joe in the back, I guarantee you he wouldn't put that shit on. He wouldn't. And want a nigga in the car say, hey, put that on, dog. Put that Marshall Mathers LP. I'm a nigga saying that. Hi kids, do you want violence? Do you want to see a 9-inch nail in my eyelids? Somebody listening to that. Bernardo, salute. You ever thought maybe I like all those songs? Man, that's you. You a white boy. We know you. You was an insurgent, bro. You was a white boy. You a white boy with a wrench. It's okay. I was rocking Mob Deep, Shook ones riding in the car. My nephew was like, man, who was that? Man, you can go on and on and on and on and on. That shit hit. What you talking about, bro? That shit hit like it came out yesterday. Survival of the Fittest, I play that shit all the time. Dun, 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 dun. It's a war going on. No one is safe. That shit, man, come on, man. Come on, dog. That shit bang. Dun, dun. Look here, man. I live in that era. They be getting mad at me. That's all I play. I play some Do or Die. I play some Scarface. You feel me? Shit, I even play Lil fucking Flip. I remember Lil Flip had the Underground game on lock. I'll be playing the B is coming, Benny Siegel. I play all that. Benny, man, don't get me twisted, bro. Don't let me, man, be in my mood, man. I'm feeling bossy. I'm put on ignorant shit, Jay-Z and Benny Siegel, bro. All day, man. I play that song back to back. All day. But I ain't playing on Eminem. I don't have an Eminem mood. Maybe when I was a kid, it was cute, you know. But I ain't playing. They ain't in the rotation. I ain't play Muddy Waters was Red Man, Blackout Red Man. He said a little Flip got kicked out the game by a cop. Talking about tip. And there was X. I don't know. That's a good one. It Was Written was dope. I'll probably go with It Was Written. Now his first two was great. I like It Was Written album songs better than It Was X. That's what made It Was Written dope. Playing Nipsey before Eminem any day. Oh yeah. But let me get off here. I appreciate y'all for coming in. Benjamin Foy, you still our honorary white boy for right now with a wrench. He probably said, I'm black. I know they think I'm black. I'm going to infiltrate the system. Yeah. Don't go from honorary to Drew Brees. That's all I got to say. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon.